The government has declared war on us, and they expect you to do nothing. They expect you to stay afraid, to stay compliant, to stay waiting for someone else to make the first move. And that's exactly why they're winning. Because they know something most people still haven't figured out. Governments don't survive without consent. Authoritarianism can't function without obedience. The system only works if the people let it. So the moment we stop complying, the moment we stop feeding their economy, the moment we start building our own infrastructure, their power dies, and they know it. That's why they're hitting us harder. That's why they're cracking down on protest. That's why they're making examples out of activists. That's why they're flooding the airwaves with fear, hoping you'll stay too scared to act. Because if you ever figured out how much power you actually have, it would be over for them. Protests aren't enough anymore. Voting harder isn't going to save us. Petitions, hashtags, and symbolic gestures, they'll absorb all of that. And what they can't absorb is direct action. What they can't survive is mass non-compliance. What they can't control is a population that has decided to become ungovernable. And that's where we come in. We, the people, they've written off as powerless. We, the ones they think are too divided, too broken, too afraid. We, the ones who still outnumber them 1,000 to 1. We are not powerless. We never were. We were just never supposed to realize it. The moment we stop feeding their systems, the economy collapses. The moment we build our own infrastructure, their control crumbles. The moment we decide we will not be governed by fascists, their power dies. Because the government doesn't actually have power. The corporations don't actually have power. The billionaires don't actually have power. We do. Always have, always will. But they've spent decades conditioning you to forget that, to make you believe that power flows from the top down, to make you think someone else has to liberate you, to keep you waiting. There is no cavalry. There is no rescue. No one is coming to save us. It's us or no one. So stop waiting. Stop hoping. Stop begging. Start organizing. Start disrupting. Start making this system impossible to govern. Refuse to comply. Refuse to participate. Refuse to make their collapse easy. Turn your communities into fortresses of mutual aid. Form defense networks. Undermine their economy. Sabotage their control. Because the moment we stop obeying, the entire fucking thing comes crashing down. And yeah, it's dangerous. But resistance is always dangerous. They want you afraid because they know what happens if you stop being afraid. You were never powerless. You were never voiceless. You were never just a bystander. You were, and still are, the single greatest threat to their control. So act like it. Fight like it. Resist like it. Because the government has already declared war on us. The only question now is, how hard are you going to hit back?